Yeah, hi, I'm Michael. I'm the owner of Audio Skies. We're importer and distributor of high-end European brands, and this is our room at the Dallas Audio Fest. And if we take the obvious thing in the room, which is the von Schweikert speakers that we're playing on, these are the Ultra 55s. It's the smallest of the von Schweikert speakers, but it's the reference level. So even though these are not very big, they go all the way down to 22 hertz. And as we're going to hear later, not only do they sound very natural and musical, but they have great bass as well. The digital source that we're using is Ideon Audio. Ideon Audio is out of Greece. They only do digital. That's what they specialize in, and they kind of approach it slightly different than the other companies. They see digital as something that should be built like a, like a power amp. So, for example, their top-end DAC is 65 pounds. It runs more than 3 times the needed current. It has 17 separate linear power supplies, including for the screen, totally overkill. But it means that it has a class-leading dynamic range of 147 dB. It's a one-step gain stage without any capacitors in the output stage. So a lot of things very unique about the way that they're doing it. And they write their own software, firmware as well. So I think one of the reasons why they're so good, I think, is because they can do both hardware, firmware, and software. They also have streamer and a reclocker. All their gear works with any other brand, so regardless of what brand you have, if you put in one of their reclockers, it will make your DAC sound quite a bit better, because it basically gives the DAC a perfect signal. Without loss, without jitter, without distortion. It both redrives, regenerates, and reclocks. So there's a lot of benefits for this. The streamer, as far as I know, is the only streamer in the world that plays live of the audio kernel of the file while it's playing. And that means that they have a CPU, they strip it of everything so it only does audio. Then the cache is totally empty, loads in the music, and it plays live. So there's no processing going on, which is why you get that live, liquid, fast, dynamic sound. And also, so this is one of the world premieres, the Absolute Stream. This is the new upgraded model. They now have internal Roon core, but with a linear power supply. As far as I know, it's also the only streamer that has done that with a linear power supply. And it can stream directly to Qobuz if you don't want to have Roon as well. They got the codes for Qobuz. They have their own software, and it has 4 terabytes internal storage. Lastly in the room, the rest of the gear, cables, the amps, the preamp, the phono stage, and the power line filter is all JMF audio. JMF audio is out of France. It's been around since the 80s, and they've been making amps for the best recording studios in the world since the 80s. So everybody has a recording that's been done on their amps. Their power line filter, the prestigious label 2L, uses all their recordings is done on their power line filter. They only have a reference line, so they don't make anything that's not referenced. That's all their R&D goes into that. And another thing that's the only company in the world that does, they use these very thick 24 karat gold-plated boards. They're so thick that you can't solder with a machine, so you have to do it by hand. So every single piece is hand soldered. Some of them have more than 700 pieces. Magnifying glass like a jeweler making a watch. So it's the slowest, most expensive way, but I think you can really hear it in terms of performance. It doesn't sound like analog. It doesn't sound like solid state. It doesn't sound like tube. It just sounds very musical, which is why von Schweikert wanted to play with our amps and why we wanted to play with theirs, because we wanted to get the best. They only have 1 preamp since they only do reference level. This is a world premiere of their phono stage, the dual mono. And one unique feature of the phono stage is you can change the capacitance. A lot of MC cartridges has a lift in the high frequencies. With the capacitance, you can get it flat, so you don't have to try to compensate it with the loading. It's a very smart feature. You can, of course, change the loading as well. You can change the gain and all that. It's dual mono. And the last world premiere, this is the world premiere for the Pear Oslo Blue turntable. This is the Aras model. It's the first time it's ever shown. This is actually the first model in the world. 14-inch platter, 12-inch arms, separate motor housing, separate arm board, and comes with the platform. Below is the speed controller, power supply. This is I picked the color because I liked it. It's a burgundy Porsche, but you can have it in any color. And the cool thing about the way that they're doing it, like this is, there's no on-off button. It's your hands. This is on. You just simply spin it, and then you stop it with your hands. So what it does, because you have this low torque, right? You're not, if a motor is strong enough to start the heavy platter, it's also strong enough to go too fast. This can only do one speed, and it does that perfectly, and it does it very quietly, so it doesn't transfer anything, any extra energy or noise to the platter at all. So it's very, very quiet, but very, very musical, and totally underpriced. So a very good deal. And all the cables are JMF as well. The only cables that's not JMF is the Ideon audio. They have their own USB cables. But let's play some music so we're not babbling all the time.
Un precipicio, sin tu mano, sin tu cuerpo, me marchito. Somos animales hambrientos de amor y de vida. El espíritu se muere si no tiene comida. 1000 horas de imágenes para recorrerla contigo. Así recuerda lo que viste, tus cosas dormidas. Hace tiempo que tú y yo dejamos de ver. Puertas que fuiste cerrando, puertas que yo cerré dentro de mí. En lo profundo, sin oscuridad de tu mano, con tus ojos y los míos. Bucear, 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 bucear. Ojalá no se rompa el amor de tanto usarlo. Tú dices, eso no pasará si lo alimentamos. Tú y yo, animales hambrientos, seré tu comida. Te cocinaré amor. Tú serás mi comida, tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo. Entre tu brazo y delgadez, entre los míos, tu cuerpo grande y fuerte, dándome de comer. Como me hagas daño, mandaré cortar tu cabeza y que me la traigan en una bandeja para que la llore. Tú y yo, tú y yo, animales hambrientos, tú y yo, tú y yo, animales hambrientos, tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo.
That's a very cool track.
Yeah, I like it too. You want to hear another?
Yeah. Yeah.
If blood will flow and flesh and steel are one, drying in the color of the evening sun, tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch a lifetime's argument, like nothing
We are the stars which sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. We make a road for the spirit to pass over. For the spirit to pass over. We are like the wind, wrapped in luminous wings. We make a road for the spirit to pass over, for the spirit to pass over.